Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Mr. Naresh. Do you hear me?
Yes, Tuan, I can hear you. Good afternoon to you too.
But I didn't see your face.
Oh, yes, I can hear you. I can. Thank you so much.
Okay, so today our turn to do webinar together. Okay. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, to say thank you to all our audience for supporting us. In fact, every week we are doing a webinar. I think the main reason why we are doing this is because we believe that what we are doing is the right education about saving and investing in gold, Mr. Nariza.
Yes,
so,
you are right, Tuan.
That's why we think that it's very important to make them aware about saving and investing in gold. So today our topic is continuing from I think last month.
It's topic, been a month, right? Exactly. Time flies very fast, Tuan.
Correct. That's why when I check the gold price, when we do it last month, the gold price is a bit higher, 272.
Okay.
Then you can see the price, the today price.
Right.
Today
okay.
Price, okay. So maybe we can go to the slide.
Okay, can, Tuan. No problem.
So maybe for those audience or our colleague, maybe can share this webinar to their friend, family, and let them know about gold investing or saving.
Yes, okay. And those who are watching also, maybe you can put in the comment where are you watching this from, so that we all can see what kind of audience that we have. And then if you have any questions, please put in the comment section also. We will address them as we go along.
In fact, we are doing two channels. One is Facebook page, One Goldina. Another one is under Muhammad Suleiman YouTube channel.
Right.
So okay, so let's go ahead. Let's start.
Sure.
Get started. All right, you see my slide?
I can see your slide, Tuan.
Okay. So this is the price that I'm talking about just now.
Right.
So,
okay.
If you look at the price today, last week, and the previous week,
right,
you can see the price different. Okay, today is per gram is 263 RM.
Right.
So,
okay.
I changed to Sing dollar around 87.66 per gram.
Okay.
That is 999.9, the gap gold price.
Right, the 24 carat one, yeah.
Then last Saturday, when I was doing webinar with Mr. Faisal,
right,
that the price was 261.
Okay.
Then then the in Sing dollar is 87.
Okay, right.
Per gram. Then people might say, "Alamak, if I know, I buy last week." That always happen.
Exactly, that always happen also. People will ask me when the price will drop.
Then the previous week, you can see that the price is 265. A bit higher.
Yes.
Than 88.33 per gram.
All right.
Right. Okay, so this is a quick update about the gold price, so that we know, because when this is a common question when people want to save or buy gold, they will ask, what is the price now, right?
Correct. Yes.
And that's why this will become our main topic. Okay.
Yeah, this is very important actually, so that people know how they can budget themselves, and also how they can strategize, so they know their budget and see how they can find a good strategy for themselves. Because just like what Tuan Haji said, nobody knows where the gold price is going to be. So the only way is to just take action, which is what we keep telling quite frequently. And
Yeah,
that is why Tuan Haji started off by sharing the gold price so that everybody is aware. And also being aware alone doesn't do anything, but taking action is what matters.
correct, correct. Okay, so I go to the next one. Okay, then before we go on, we go on further. Um, we hope support our webinar by subscribe our YouTube, okay, our YouTube channel, and subscribe and click the bell there, notification bell, right? Then also for our Facebook, okay, can like and share lah, like, and also can comment. Okay, my Facebook page is One Goldina. Mr. Rice, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. Yeah.
Do you see the slide? Because
I can see
no,
the
right?
slide. Yeah, I can see
Okay,
the handsome face of Muhammad Suleiman Hafid.
okay. Then your your Facebook page is
It's
diversified with gold.
diversify with gold. Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I also put the same logo as my backdrop so that people, when
Mm,
they look for our pages, they know which one to click. And so for diversify with gold, you will find the logo as you can see on the backdrop. And
yeah.
please show your support by liking our page and also following our page. And the same also goes through to our YouTube channel. And so your support is highly appreciated.
All right. All right. Okay. So we go on. So this was the topic that we discussed last month.
Correct.
So that I think we have go through about the purity of the gold, jewelry versus gold bar. Why we select gold bar instead of jewelry when come to investment, right?
Correct.
Then the margin spread. What is the margin spread? Then the fourth one we haven't touched. So today we are going to elaborate more about gold investment right strategy. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So I think you can go through maybe briefly about the topic one to three. Number one
Yes.
to number three. Then after that you go to topic number four.
Can.
So before that, meanwhile, maybe our audience can comment where you come from, or if you have any question, can ask any question. We try to answer.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And so here, this topic regarding the gold jewelry comes because a lot of people think when we talk about gold, immediately the image that comes to them is jewelry. So when we
Yeah.
talk about gold investment, naturally people think that, okay, jewelry is also a good form of investment. So this is the question that both myself and Tuan Suleiman keep getting. And that is why we feel it's our responsibility to educate people, to share that actually gold jewelry is not a good form for investment. And that is the content that we shared in our previous webinar. So this slide just shows that jewelry is meant for decoration purposes. And so Tuan, if we can go to the next slide, we actually also went through at what are the differences between these two category of gold. Both are also gold. Don't get us wrong, right? Because people say, but Naresh, jewelry is also gold. Okay, why? How come jewelry is not good for jewelry? Why are you being biased? Okay, so it's not that we are being biased. It's because there is a fundamental difference between gold jewelry versus gold bar, and which is why in the previous webinar, we actually went through on the various categories of gold purity, or the how fine the gold is in the particular product. So if you look at the slide over here, we have on the left hand side, we have the 24 karat. 24 karat is typically the most pure form of gold. If you see in the same level, 24 karat is also known as 999 quality, simply because the content of the gold is 99.9%. And as we go down the list, you can see the different categories of gold purity. and the different category reflects the different amount of gold. And actually, Tuan Suleiman also has added another picture in order basically to represent the local context on how the gold is being measured, especially in the goldsmith setting, right? So perhaps Tuan, maybe you can share with us about this from your point of view.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Naresh. Okay, I purposely put up this picture. Actually, I extract from, I think Malays, all Malays know about this kedai emas tapi tangga lah, cucat tapi tangga. Kedai emas mingsing tapi kat tangga. So, in fact, you can find the price from the website. Okay.
Right.
So down there, maybe you ever heard people said mas pulo. So mas pulo actually is in English is pure gold, pure gold. So when we talk about pure gold, actually it's a 24K. So when people mention about mas pulo, maybe they are wearing jewellery, mas pulo, actually it's 24K. Okay.
Oh, okay.
24K. So for 916 gold, they if you look at the picture there, they put a 916 gold. So we know like 196 is 196 jewellery lah, jewellery. Yeah.
Definitely.
Then they call it another term. They call it mass pound. Okay. Okay, mass pound. So pound gold. So pound gold is around 20 and 21K lah. You can see, you can compare the what we call the purity. Yeah, the purity is 87.5. Then they also have they call it 750 gold. Emas 750 in Malay. Then last but not least, they put it emas swasta. Okay, so what is emas swasta? Swasta actually for Malays, they like to make a ring from swasta. So emas swasta actually is 9K. So 9K
purity.
Yeah, purity. So that means the purity is only 37.7%.
Okay.
Then okay, I would like to explain more about this. If you look at this trade-in policy, policy tukar beli. That means if you are selling, if you are exchange, they will deduct, even though that is pure gold, because of jewellery, they will deduct 18%. 18%.
Wow.
You look at the price there. Then 916 gold also 18%, pound gold also 18%. Then 750 is a little bit higher, 35%.
Wow.
Then swasta is 70%. That one is if you exchange, you trade in.
You trade in. It's not considered buyback, yeah?
But no. If you sell, it can goes to 40%.
Wow.
18 to 40%.
This is crazy.
So you carry on.
Yeah, so here is where we can see how we are being informed that gold is an investment, and then when we generally feel that gold jewelry is the way to go, and from what Tuan Suleiman has shared earlier, we can see clearly how we can actually won't get our money back if we do any, either in terms of exchange policy, or even if we decided to sell off our gold items also. Looking at the spread margin here, beginning from 18% up to 35%, I think it's something that for us to take note, because a lot of people, they are it's easy to start. It's easy to buy. Buying gold is actually very easy to do, Tuan. Just pay your money and then you get the gold. But then how are we going to get the profit? So that is the important question. So the profit is actually being determined by the spread margin. So this is one of the important concepts that we covered previously. And here, if you look at the slide, we are actually doing a snapshot comparison between gold bar versus jewellery. And then we looked at various parameters such as the purity. We looked at the application of these particular items, and then we looked at the spread margin. So the spread margin for gold bar, if you can look at the third row, is between 6% to 10%, whereas for the jewelry, it can start as little as 25% and it can go up to 40%. So this alone itself can be a good deciding factor for us. So this alone is why we should not consider jewelry as a long-term investment, because of this particular reason. And then there is also a premium cost incurred, especially when it comes to jewelry, known as workmanship. So the workmanship cost is actually they call it workmanship cost, but the cost is not fixed. It's very variable, meaning the jewelry shop owner decides this particular cost, and meaning that this particular cost is highly manipulated. So if we are good with negotiation skills, maybe you can bring down the cost. But then let's say if the gold itself is being charged at a higher rate, we eventually pay more price end of the day. So which is why it's very important for us to take note of all this. And then of course, at the last row is basically talking about the what are the variation of weight that we can find, especially with regards to gold bar and also jewelry. And so yeah, this is the important aspects for us to take note.
Yeah, maybe to explain more, maybe we can go to the next slide.
Yes, can.
Okay, this is the spread. The spread. You just now, Mr. Naresh telling us about the spread of jewelry. If you sell back between 25 to 40%, right?
Right, correct.
So you can compare with the margin, the spread margin of gold bar. Okay, the highest is 9%, right? The highest is 9%, and it can go to low as low as 6%, depending on the type of gold, whether dinar or gold bar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So typically, the bigger the item, the smaller the spread margin. So here in this slide, we are doing a comparison between jewelry and also gold bar, where we give a hypothetical scenario where we spend $1,000 on a particular item, and after 5 years, we understand that the gold price have gone up to $1,200. So if we are using a jewelry as a tool to protect our money for 5 years, when we decide to sell back the jewelry after 5 years, as what we saw earlier, the minimum spread margin for jewelry is 25%. So using that logic, the amount that we will get is $900, whereby we are taking $1,200 minus 25%. So we get $900. So now when we do the same thing with gold bar, here we use as an example, there is a picture of Taifuk and also bunga emas. But here, when we use gold bar as our tool to protect our money, after 5 years, we saw earlier that the maximum spread margin is 9%. But then I think here for an example, I use 10%. So what happened is that $1,200 minus 10%. So we will get $1,080. So from here, from a third person point of view, so you can be the judge. You can be the judge and then tell which one actually protects the money in the long run. Does jewelry do that, or does gold bar do that? So of course, the obvious answer is the gold bar, because you put 1,000 and then after 5 years, you are getting more than that. Whereas with jewelry, it's difficult to see such gain in 5 years' time. So that is what I would like to show in this slide over here. Anything else Tuan would like to add?
Yeah, I think by looking at the spread, we all know already, if you are selling back the gold bar or the jewelry, yeah, the spread is much different.
Yes.
So that one we can compare.
Correct.
So of course, if you intend to invest in gold, select gold bar is much better compared to jewelry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So maybe you go to the next slide.
We can go to the next one. Yeah. So I think in the next slide, we are demonstrating on how to calculate the spread. This is basically for the mathematical nerd out there. If you're interested to know how to calculate the spread, so this is the formula. And so here I use the example of 10 gram, which we extract the information from the public gold website. Okay, we use the price from the website, and then by doing the calculation, we can see that the spread margin for 10 gram gold bar is 9%. So for those who would like to calculate this on your own, you can always try this on your own. Just check the price on the public gold website, looking at the PG sell and also PG buy. So PG sell is basically the price that we are going to pay. So sometimes people get confused. PG sell means what is the price that public gold is selling to us. So basically this is the price that we need to pay. So PG buy, on the other hand, is the amount of money that PG will buy from us. So when they buy from us, meaning we are selling to them. So we need to understand this concept, and then by understanding these numbers, we can calculate the spread margin, and in this case, the spread margin is 9%.
Okay.
Right.
So this
so
is
here,
the
here is where we are going to dive into the strategy on how to begin the right way, because that is what we want to know, right? Because as of now, we understand that jewelry versus gold bar, jewelry is not so suitable anymore. It's not the right way to go. And then we know that gold bar is the way to go. But then how to go about with it? That is the question. So if we can go to the next one, Tuan. So here the step number one, or the strategy number one, is to set aside a fund to buy 1 gram per month, to consider as forgotten saving. And the strategy here is that once we buy this 1 gram per month, we consider this as forgotten saving, and we just keep it for long term. We just buy and hold, which is why here is that if you can remember in the earlier slides where Tuan Haji was showing the gold price between few time points. So simply because we do not know the price, so here just by setting aside our fund on monthly basis, once we get our salary, we set aside a fund. Here we call this concept known as pay yourself first. This is something that I read from Robert Kiyosaki's book, where he said that a lot of people, we are very good in paying other people, but then we forgot to pay ourselves. So when I first heard about it, I thought, what is it? What is this guy talking about? So when I tried to understand further, the concept of paying yourself first, it simply means saving aside a portion of money for your own savings. And here, by using this program, by saving aside 1 gram per month, it can be very helpful. Right? Maybe Tuan Haji, you want to add a bit on here?
Yeah, actually, it was written also in the book that I have read, The Richest Man in Babylon.
Right.
Richest Man. Because that book, if I'm not wrong, was written in early 1920s.
Wow.
That was, I think, before World War or after World War One.
Right. Okay.
That the idea comes from the writer about how the richest men in Babylon, they save their gold. Actually, at that time they are using gold as money, you know.
Right. Okay.
So they save every month. They are saving their gold, then to accumulate their wealth. So they, if I'm not wrong, they have 7 steps to do this.
Oh, I see. So I haven't got the chance to read that book. I think I should give it a shot also.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. You should. Yeah. So okay. That is my thought. Maybe you can continue, Mr. Naresh.
We can go to the next strategy.
Okay.
So that was number 1, and then number 2. This is also one common perception, where people, even when we were little, our parents used to teach us that, okay, Naresh, this is your pocket money. after you spend and everything, you've got balance, you save it into your piggy bank, right? But then the question here is, what if there is no balance? Because with the current technology nowadays, with the sales happening here and there, what happened is that though our mindset is good to save aside the fund for savings, but what happened is that we ended up spending more money on other purposes. So which is why once we get our salary, we quickly set aside a portion of our savings, and in this case, we save 1 gram per month. The reason why it's 1 gram per month is because that as we do this consistently in a year, after when we do 1 gram per month, in a year, after 12 months, we will get at least 12 grams of gold. So from 0 gram of gold, when we didn't start this program, we have 0 grams of gold. And then as we do this consistently, and after reaching 12 months, we have at least 12 grams of gold. So that is the idea behind this concept, 1 gram per month. And here is where I would like to reiterate, saying that it's not necessary for us to wait for balance after making all the expenses. Here, the concept is that it's actually quite similar to what we understood earlier regarding the pay yourself concept first, whereby once you get the salary, you set aside a portion. So I think in this case, I think in Singapore's context, do you think in Singapore's context, 1 gram per month would be an ideal way to go, Tuan Suleiman?
Yeah, initially we follow the same concept, 1 gram, 1 gram. Then when people think 1 gram, they cannot think, they cannot think. So I change. Okay, so make it every month is $100. $100.
Okay.
They transfer that money to the GAP account.
Right.
$100. So when I said $100, they can see like $100. Talk about 1 gram, they cannot see what is 100 gram. So
yeah, I think
that's
$100
why
is very manageable amount. I think even students also, they can if they can earn this amount by working part-time, and then they can also save this aside. I think $100 is very reasonable amount.
Correct. Because if you are transfer $100, it is of course more than 1 gram.
Exactly.
If you look at the price earlier on that I show, right? $88, $78, correct?
Correct.
$90, even $90, you still get more than 1 gram.
Yes, correct. So in that concept, within, I think by 12 months, they will get at least 12 grams of gold, which is similar to the concept that we are going to share over here.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, then so that was the second strategy. So the third one. So the third one, also something that is very common. I think both Tuan and myself also get this question a lot of times, where they were asking, when is the best price? When is the best time to buy? What is the best price to buy? What happened here is that they think just because they bought it at $70, for example, they want to wait for the same $70 to come again. But then the question is, when will it come? All right. If the price really touches the $70, let's say if there is the concept, right? That is the mindset saying that, okay, Naresh, I bought this gold at $70 per gram, $70 for January. So for February, I want to wait for the gold price to touch 70 again before I buy. But the thing is that if we set aside that amount for the purpose of buying gold, and then the gold price finally touches the 70, how sure that this money will be there to buy this gold? Because knowing that how we are very easily tempted to spend our money for various reasons. So it's very difficult for us to set aside this fund and wait for the best price, because nobody knows what is the gold price is going to be in the future, or even in the short term also. Therefore, the best time to buy is as soon as we receive our salary, we quickly set aside a fund. In this case, either 1 gram or $100. Just set aside $100, and then you transfer or you make deposit into the the program, and then we let the gold accumulation do its magic, meaning that as the gold price appreciates in the future, your savings is also protected and it is also growing in terms of value. So that is what we are trying to say by this third strategy over here, where we do not wait for the best price, but we just place our deposit as soon as we receive our salary. Anything Tuan want to add?
Yes, yes, yes. Do not wait for the best price. If you are looking for the best price, it's 10 years back, lah. not today or not this year. 10 years back, yes, that is the best price.
But 10 years ago also, people were saying that gold price was expensive.
Correct. So, I mean, the price of gold will never go.
Will never be cheap.
Yeah, correct. So, we go to the next slide.
We can go to the next one, yes.
Okay.
So after number 3, we are going to go into number 4. So this is where is the, I think, one of the best program that I have personally seen, whereby we can save with very minimal amount, and then not only its minimal amount is actually cheap, because from a context of 100 ringgit per month or 100 ringgit minimum deposit, I think it's one of the cheapest way to get started, and it is easy to do also. I think last time also we received an announcement that the new app was launched, and with the usage of this app, it has become very easy. There is no need for us to go to the bank or the institution place to book appointment or to place our booking and things like that. So this GAP program, which is known as Gold Accumulation Program, which is offered by Public Gold, which is the largest gold producer in the Malaysia. So they have this program for us to utilize. So this account is free of charge. There is no charges that you need to pay. There is no annual fee or sales charge fee. At least I've been doing this for 3 years, and so far I haven't come across any email or any message from Public Gold saying that, okay, Naresh, thank you for using this GAP. This is the charge for using this GAP account. I never received such announcement. Maybe Tuan, have you received such information from Public Gold?
Actually, I haven't received any complaint or anything wrong about this program, lah.
Yeah.
But for Public Gold, for us, we are not only looking for cheapest and easiest way to save gold, but the most important thing is patuh syariah. No?
Right.
So for us Muslim, if they are putting the program is patuh syariah or syariah compliant, we feel very what we call that, comfortable and safe.
Right.
That is the most important thing for us.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah. So here, if I understand correctly, Sharia compliance also requires that the deposit that we make must have physical gold to support the particular deposit. Am I right, Tuan?
Yes.
Yeah. So in that aspect,
sorry, they must be backed by 100% physical gold.
100% physical gold. Correct. So in that aspect, even for non-Muslims also, it is actually a further assurance saying that whatever deposit that we are making, there is a real thing behind the scene that is going to protect our money. Because there are also other programs out there where they also offer gold savings program. But then if we read the terms and conditions, it is interesting to see that they call themselves as gold savings program, but then they don't have the gold. So yes. Yeah, when they don't have the gold, then how come they call it gold savings program is a question mark to me lah. But of course, these institutions are powerful institutions, so they can do whatever they want. But we as end users, we have to be more careful because we are going to put our hard-earned money. So here is where this Public Gold has this program known as Gold Accumulation Program. And as Tuan Haji has mentioned, is Sharia compliant. And I think it is also like, it's Aranu friendly also, where you can
Yes, yes.
pledge. Yeah, you can pledge your gold. So this is, I find it very interesting, because let's say if we were to buy um, some mutual funds or some trust funds out there, which they claim to give a very good dividend, very good yield. But then let's say if we have any tight of budget, okay, if we have a budget crunch, for example, can we like pledge our trust funds and get some money from the institution, right? I think the answer is less likely for that to occur. But then with the gold savings program that we have, we can actually pledge our own gold, which is our own money actually, and then we can actually use it in order to solve our financial problem if we need. So that's where I find that this concept is very useful. Okay, it's not that all of us must use this Aranu service, but then it's good to have. So let's say if I have a budget crunch, I don't have to worry about getting a personal loan or swiping my credit card with a high interest rate, because I can always use my existing gold savings for my own usage. So that's where I find that this program is very, very useful.
Yes, yes, agree, agree. Okay, continue, Mr. Nabi.
Yes, we can go to the next one, and that is, this is the final step, where so we understood that we can do either 1 gram per month, or in this context we can do $100 per month, and by doing so we are actually accumulating at least 1 gram per month. And by doing this consistently, by setting aside a fund every month, and then by not waiting for the best price, we just continue doing this on monthly basis, and at one point we will reach 6 grams of gold in our GAP program. And once we reach 6 grams of gold in our GAP program, we can consider to withdraw 5 gram gold bar, okay, which is available from the public gold. I think last time I also did this, where I withdraw 5 gram gold bar, and then what we do is that we keep it inside our wallet to motivate ourselves. Actually, this is something that Tuan Syukur was telling some time ago actually. I remember when I was watching one of his live session, Tuan Syukur was telling that, okay, dear audience, do you know that this 5 gram gold bar is worth 1,500 ringgit? So with this 1,500 ringgit, if you keep it inside your wallet, you won't even know that it's there. Meaning this money is there, but then you won't use it. But let's say you have 1,500 cash inside your wallet. Can we say that the same 1,500 ringgit will be there for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks? The answer is less likely, because we would tend to spend that money on so many things. So
Yes,
that is how
correct.
powerful. So that is how powerful savings in the form of gold is.
Yeah, Mr. Naresh.
Yeah.
If you said just now 1,500, meaning 5 gram around 500 Sing dollar, correct?
Correct, correct.
You bring that 500 to Geylang. You know what I think after you going back, maybe less than none. I think you spend 500. So by exchange that, by changing or exchange that money into gold, you are safe. Your 500 is safe.
Yes.
In your wallet.
Correct. So this is where this technique is powerful and something that everybody can do, right, Tuan? This is something that everybody can do. So this is the...
I actually I know someone where she doing a gap, but she target 20 gram.
Oh, okay.
That means every time she will accumulate the gap, the gram up to 21 gram.
Oh.
So when reaching 21 gram, she will withdraw 20 gram.
Wow.
Then I have someone also targeting for 5 dinar. So he said, he told me he want to target 4 pieces of 5 dinar.
Wow.
So meaning that there are many strategies. The most important thing that you have to take action.
Exactly. This is where we feel that people when we talk to people, they know that they understand the concept of saving gold. They understand why gold is the one of the best tool to save our money. But then when it comes to taking action, suddenly they start scratching their head. So just get started. There is no need for us to make the first purchase that we are making is basically to set a benchmark price. And this is something that I read from Emas book written by Tuan Zul, where he says that the first purchase that we make is not for profit. It's basically to set as a benchmark. So once we set as a benchmark, then we will know how to modify or adjust our monthly purchases. So therefore, it is very important for us to take the first step and just get started. And with public gold, it's not like you have to put $10,000 in order to get started, correct or not? It's something that you can start with very minimal. So just put this minimal amount and just you have a feel. Just have a feel on how this process is all about. And then once you understand the process, it will be more clearer to you. So that is the idea behind this strategy. And we can go to the next slide, Tuan Haji.
Okay, this is the conclusion.
Yeah. So here, I think in this slide, we are merging all the 5 steps together. Tuan can press the next one up to, yeah. So we can see that the whole steps actually, it forms a roadmap. It forms a roadmap where we started by putting 1 gram per month as a forgotten saving. And then once we get our salary, we set aside a portion of our money as this forgotten saving. And then we don't have to wait for the best price because nobody knows what is the best price, when is the best price. Therefore, we just consistently put $100 per month. Once we get the salary, we take $100, quickly deposit into Gap. That's it. And with Gap, we have this program where it's very flexible, and then we can do it whenever we have the time. It's not something that you can do within working hours, for example. Even today, even though the office is closed, but then Tuan, can we place deposit on Gap today?
Can,
exactly. So that is how flexible and how friendly, user-friendly this program is. And by doing this consistently, once we reach 6 gram, we can consider withdrawing 5 gram just to self-motivate ourselves. And Tuan Haji also mentioned that how people are using the same concept, but then they are withdrawing 20 gram, they are withdrawing 5 dinar. So this 5 gram is just an example. So you can tweak, you can adjust the strategy as per your own wish actually. So yeah, that is the summary of these strategies on how you can use gold to your advantage.
Yes, correct, Mr. Naris. It's a nice presentation. In fact, when talk about Grab, this morning I listened one of the seminar.
Okay.
He do his baby Gap since
right.
I think less than 1 year already. Since the baby small, since baby small.
Okay.
So when we open the Gap account, show us already have 50 gram.
Wow.
Sorry, 55 gram.
55 gram. Oh my God, that is
for
impressive.
For the small children. Every month he keep for his child.
Right.
So that means Gap not only for
adults,
for baby also can do.
I think they call it junior. Yes, exactly. They call it junior Gap account. For those people below 18 years old, they can also open a Gap account. So for the parents out there who want to save for their children's education fund, for example, they can actually utilize this Gap, and then they can do the same thing like what Tuan has mentioned just now. So every month you put aside maybe $100, and then and by doing this consistently, the gram will get accumulated. And then in the future, when the child grows up, because in the future, we can know for sure that the education cost is not getting lower and lower, right? It's going to get higher and higher. So how are we going to address that? So gold is one way to address that. So here is how we can utilize gold to our advantage. by using this very safe format. It's easy to do, Sharia compliant, Aranu friendly. I mean, what more do you want? I have no idea.
That's right. In fact, most of the week we stress on this gap account, because we already foresee this gap account will be very good account for you to start accumulating with small budget.
Yes, exactly.
Small budget, small capital, anything you can put up, but you have to start. You have to start.
Exactly. You have to start in order to experience all this. You can read 1,001 books, correct or not, Tuan?
Yeah,
you can read 1,001 books on how to swim, but then until you get inside the pool, you won't master on how to swim.
Okay. I think I see one question. Not question. Remark. Okay. But before that, maybe we can go through the promotion first.
Can, Tuan? Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm interested to see what is the promotion.
Yeah. So instead of they buy gold bar, but they start. He start with this offer.
Right.
Become a property dealer, because his purpose is he want to do business with people.
Right. Okay.
So for the moment you become property dealer, you can what you call that? You can sponsor more people, and you can become master dealer.
Right. Correct.
Okay. So this is another offer where if you like to buy just one, those who already are priority dealer or the normal dealer, of course, you want to buy gold dinar or 10 grand, you can go for this program. Purchase with easy payment, purchase six times. Yeah. Okay, this is another fire sale. If you want to know the price, you just go to www.onegolddinar.com. You can see the price there. Okay, I just go through. Glance, because it's already 2:56. Time goes very fast.
Yeah lah.
Yes. So Masjidil Haram, okay, still available. This one limited, but of course, if you order, I can bring in lah. No problem. Shouldn't be any problem. Okay, then Masjid Aqsa. Okay, I think I still have many. Okay, 1 dinar. Yes, 1 dinar. I have the stock. Okay. Okay, I have 5 dinar, 5 dirham, and 10 dirham.
Okay.
10 dirham is coming. Okay, then we have COVID series, COVID-19 series. Okay. Then we have also cryptocurrency and Muharram. Okay. This is pendant. Last week when I post this pendant, a lot of people asked how much the price. So I put also in 1 gold dinar. Actually, for dealer and priority dealer, they can buy straight, from Public Gold or from PG Mall. They can buy straight, but maybe I think they must have leceh lah. Just buy from you lah, easy lah. Okay, then this book you are talking about, right, Mr. Naresh?
Wang Emas.
So what maybe you can explain to our audience why this book is so important after reading.
So actually, for those of us, in fact, when I read the book about Wang Emas, I know about gold, but then not so detailed. But after reading Wang Emas, I understand how we can actually look at gold, and then how we can analyze gold, and how we can come up with a strategy. So the steps that we mentioned earlier today regarding the 5 steps, the 5 strategy, all actually were lifted from this book. So those who read this book, they immediately know what to do already. So that's how I got started also. I started with Public Gold after reading Wang Emas. So therefore, after I started also, until today, I'm still utilizing the program. So that's how confident I am with the system. Therefore, for those of you out there who are still unsure. Therefore, I would suggest you to get this book, read about it, and then you get a better clarity.
Yeah, correct. Because I observe those people who are reading this book, they will understand more about saving, no? Saving gold, and how important for you to keep gold.
Exactly.
I think what I learned from this book, after Muhammad Zulkifli knows that 1,400 years ago, with 1 dinar can buy 1 goat. Then today, if you have 1 dinar also, you still can buy 1 goat. The main is understand that when you keep gold, gold is zero inflation.
It's inflation proof. Correct.
Whatever you can buy 1,400 years ago, with one dinar, you still can buy today. And in fact,
Yes.
until 10 years time, until 10 years, you still can, with 1 dinar, you still can buy 1 gold.
So gold basically protects the purchasing power of our money when stored in the form of gold.
Correct. So that's important. So if you understand that concept, how many gram of gold you want to buy, just keep only lah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, this is another book. Okay, if you want to go for business, public gold business, this book is very good.
Right.
Okay, so this is our vision and mission, Mr. Narek. We like to see more Singaporean to have 100 gram pure gold for their emergency fund. That is the first part when we tell them, okay, maybe they don't have the idea. Okay, I buy gold for what, right?
Yes.
So we always explain. Okay, the first part we have to do is your emergency. Is your emergency fund. So at least 100 gram, buy 100 gram for your emergency fund. If anything happen to your, let's say you're being terminate from the work, you have 100 gram to support you. Then for that is for individual. Then for family, we encourage to have 1 kilo. It's just like a country where they have foreign reserve gold. We also as a family should have that reserve. So let gold become our reserve fund.
Exactly.
How come I put Muhammad Faisal? Sorry. Forget to change. Okay, never mind. It should
It's
be
okay.
Naresh.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe we can, if any question, maybe we can answer. If not, maybe we can wrap up. It's already 3:02.
No questions, but then there are comments lah. There's one comment from Puan Suryana talking about some of the savings program out there are paper gold. So which is true, which is why that we need to understand where are we actually putting our money, so that we understand on what in terms of the Sharia compliance, or are they follow all these regulations. Some institution, they just want to come up with a program to get the investors money. So it is us, the end user, we have to do the due diligence and understand where are we actually putting the money. So I totally agree with Puan Surina that there are some of the platforms out there who claim to be gold savings program, but they are essentially offering only paper gold. And then Tuan Rizal said he's from Gelang Serai. It rains heavily here. Yeah, I'm at Buona Vista, also raining heavily here.
Yeah, just now while you're talking, I heard some thunder.
Thunder, yeah.
Thunder. Raining heavily,
Raining heavily, yeah.
Okay. So I think we can wrap up. You have anything to say?
So from my side, thank you so much, Tuan, for this opportunity. It's nice to meet my fellow gold savers again, because sometimes in this journey, we might feel that we are doing this alone. but actually they are a community of us actually, and we are doing our best to spread this knowledge to more people.
Yes.
So we welcome more people to come on board so that we together can grow as a community, and perhaps one day Singapore itself can be a good can be a hub in the region where people will come to Singapore and in order to find more information about public gold or even for gold investment for that matter. So together with Don Suleiman, I thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope to see you all again in the next session.
Yeah, with another topic, with different topic.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you everyone for your support every Saturday. Okay. And I think we really appreciate your support, and hopefully we can grow together, become a big community, spread the news about how important about gold saving and investing. So I think until we meet again, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.